Oh, it's been a long while. What do we do? Well, that's it. Anyone know what the time is? Jack, do you know?
I don't know, Dale. But maybe Tom could tell us.
After 3 long weeks, I thought you'd have got to watch, but you haven't, because ladies and gentlemen, we're back, second series. It's podcast time. Hello and welcome to Blah De Blah with me, Tom Feeney.
Me, Dale Harris.
And me, Jack Elliott.
Welcome to Blah.
Blah.
Well, second series. We've been in demand. Well, my mum asked. I believe Dale, one of your friends, did.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way. Jack.
Yeah, my uncle asked.
Family members will count. They'll
yeah.
count. Well, you know what? If you have been listening to the first series, then you'll know what time it is. It is time for
News of the week.
well, news of the week. Jack Elliott, we're going to start with you.
Alright, and mine has a little bit of a personal tinge to it because on April the 24th, there was a hoax bomb email sent to Bristol University as well. The email read, 2 small bombs are hidden in Wills and Durham halls. They will explode later today. Take this warning very seriously. That was the halls of res that my sister was in.
Really?
Yeah.
Does she still live there now?
No, she lives in Redland now.
The Bristol area?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's in Bristol. Yeah.
We're not keen experts on Bristol.
Right. But the email was
Well, speak for yourself, Tom.
the email was also sent to Leicester University, Durham, and the University of Lancashire.
So basically, it was a few hoaxers, basically, wanting to warn people or
Yeah.
get people a bit scared.
Yeah. Seems like that. And also, it was on the same day as Prime Minister David Cameron was planning to visit Bristol. So,
Maybe something
yeah, I
in
think
that.
there was a link.
A link there between the two
But
instances.
what about Leicester, Lancaster and Durham?
Well, I've just got, a student from Bristol University, Emma Bruin. She just said, the universities targeted are a strange mixture of status and ability. There are hundreds of theories about why these particular universities have been chosen.
Well, we might find out that in the near future.
Maybe.
Has someone been arrested for this? Do we know?
No.
So I have to keep an eye on that.
Have to
story.
keep an eye on it. Might
Yeah.
happen again.
We will update you. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week, maybe. Who are we going to go for now?
Well, yeah, if you want, yeah.
Yeah, go.
Tell them what your story is.
Sorry, just back to that.
intrigued. Oh,
The universities are actually Leicester, Exeter, Sussex and Durham, not Lancaster.
Okay,
breathe easy.
Sorry about that.
students.
we're very sorry about that, Lancaster. But the story I'm going for in the Lancashire area is the big game on next Monday, which is Manchester City versus Manchester United. And it has been revealed today that tickets for this game are being sold by an online site for £1,300.
Doesn't surprise me.
No.
It does.
All the big events end up like that, don't they?
Yeah, it's the point I'm trying to make is, I am a fan. I'm a fan of football, and unfortunately, I'm in a position where I can't afford to go to many games because the tickets are outrageous. Now, I tried to get tickets for a friend to go see Take That. Don't worry, I wasn't trying to go myself. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
We believe
Yeah.
it.
I think I was saying that things about a shine, and did you get the Take That reference there? Yes.
Yes.
They're not a bad band. I'll give them that. But anyway. And
We had a bit of patience for that.
awful. It's not even joke of the week yet, and we're already grinding it in, forcing it down your throats before we're 5 minutes into the first show.
It's not the greatest thing. So just carry on.
Anyway, and the ticket for front row was 850 quid. Yeah,
Wow.
and these ticket sites say that they're doing you a good deal, when really
Blatantly not.
they're selling you tickets with 30, 50 times over the market value. Do you think that these companies should be maybe vetted out?
Yeah, there should. I think there should be a certain limit on how much you should be allowed to charge. Like, I don't know, say maybe twice over the ticket price.
Well, I'm going to use what my granddad says here about football. Money's killing the game. the ticket price and that, it's killing the game.
Yeah.
Soon ordinary people won't be able to afford going to like Manchester United or Arsenal. I think Arsenal's the biggest one. Season tickets. How much are they? There.
Over 1,000 easily.
Yeah, I mean, if there's someone like with a family, how are they meant to afford that kind of money?
Well, the thing that annoys me is when you've got teams in League One and the Championship, and you think to yourself, Wigan, 18 quid, Leeds United, 39 quid.
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, you know, I know that Leeds United may have a better stadium, some would say, but Wigan, I believe...
Wigan have got an offer on at the moment for to see Wigan Wolves and then Wigan against Newcastle. It's two tickets, £15.
Now that is good value, and that's trying to get. Did you hear about the football club in? I've forgotten where they're from, down south, and they said as a thank you because it was the game, and if they won it, they.
Cambridge.
No, I will get onto that one next.
Right.
But anyway, this team said as a thank you to the fans because they'd lost the last 10 games. They said we'll let anyone in for free because it were a big game, and they got a record attendance. Bradford City did it at the start of the season. £1. But Cambridge, I've got to say, Cambridge United, they went up and beyond themselves. They were playing Barrow, and they're not going up. And the fans were disappointed because they were one of the favourites to go up. And the manager paid 1,130 quid of his own money for coaches to get them from Cambridge to Barrow and to get them into the game, for tickets to the game. And then the players all chipped in to get all the fans pizza afterwards. And I thought that were a fantastic gesture.
I mean, similar to that, can't remember who they're playing. Leicester City were playing an away game. I think it was down south somewhere.
It was Southampton.
And
the scarves and the pie.
Yeah. So that's a nice gesture, considering that's a long way to go. Especially, I think it was a midweek game.
It was a Monday night.
Yeah, well there you go.
Well, I just think I'll just end it there because Dale will have his story in a second. I just think it is a great gesture by these owners who are more or less saying to the fans, "I appreciate you coming to the stadium." You know, I think that should happen more often. Dale Harris, your story, and we are going on a really serious thing. This is breaking news. It is broken this morning. Dale.
Well, this is about Madeleine McCann. Basically, it's cropped up again. How as a detective saying that it's the best opportunity to find the missing girl. She would be 8 now. She went missing when she was 3 years old, I believe. It was Andy Redwood who said that they're actually pretty close to closure to the case. Not sure what that means. If it means that they're close to find out what happened to her, or dead or alive, or whatever. We don't know. But apparently this investigation was launched again last year by David Cameron, and it's cost the taxpayers £2 million so far. Well, what do you think of that?
I would like to just go back on that because it was revealed yesterday in the Leveson inquiry that News International puts considerable effort and force to get this inquiry, and according to at the Leveson inquiry yesterday, it was revealed that Rupert Murdoch and James Murdoch both made personal visits to David Cameron to push this issue home. So was he pressurised into even setting up this inquiry? By the sounds of it.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like he might have been.
My point is, it's a very sad story. But as it happened about 5 years ago, I think it's coming up to now.
Yeah.
And it's one case out of millions, basically. £2 million on it for the taxpayers. Do you see that as feasible?
I think a lot of that depends on what the end outcome is of the case. I mean, if they do end up finding Madeleine McCann, she is hopefully. I mean, we all hope she's alive.
Certainly.
Then you could, that £2 million. I would say, then I think that's money that I wouldn't argue with the cost of that personally. But you have to say if it is quite a lot of money. I mean, what are your views on that, Tom?
My views are when Madeleine McCann disappeared in Portugal, on that same week, a young child from Portugal was kidnapped, and the Portuguese authorities, it was revealed, took all their force for the Madeleine McCann case, and didn't concentrate on this other child. Now, this other child, the parents actually found out where this child was kidnapped. I don't know how, but by the time they got there, the child had been murdered. Now, I believe that was pressure from the Portuguese authority were pressurised by the Portuguese government because of the loss of revenue. If British people thought, oh, we can't go to Portugal, I think that was pressurised. Now, of course, we all hope Madeleine McCann is found, but every second ticks away, it becomes less and less likely. Remember, she was only 3 years old when she was kidnapped, meaning she didn't know English. Or she might... Well, no.
She didn't know Portuguese, you mean?
Yeah.
Because she is
She wouldn't know
English.
English. From Leicester.